What is going on, guys? I'm CL0WNS. I am back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I had to speak on this New Warriors that was a popular comic for a long time. It has fans. I'm not too familiar with it, but I have been looking it up and looking into it. And this new edition caught my attention because of what they're doing to one particular character and how they are effeminizing that male character. Now, according to Screen Rant, it says, meet the young stars of Marvel's New Warriors. Okay. The New Warriors are back, and along with some familiar faces, Marvel's introducing a handful of new and exciting characters to the roster. Marvel's New Warriors reboot will feature a handful of entirely new characters. On Tuesday, Marvel unveiled the teen heroes joining the New Warriors team, with the recruits each bringing something new and interesting to the table. What they do. The New Warriors haven't been a major force in comics since the 1990s. After debuting in the Mighty Thor, the 411th edition, New Warriors represented a younger alternative to the Avengers, as original roster featured a handful of semi-popular Marvel heroes, including Nova, Night Thrasher, Speedball, and the Namorita. Sorry, I butchered that. The teams had many iterations over the years, but haven't had a single series besides the first volume to last more than 20 issues. Surprisingly, the New Warriors are brought back and will reform following the events of Outlawed. Now, I want people to understand something. It's always been an agenda. It's always been, to me, a pushing by the media to effeminize men, especially black men. Look at Billy Porter. This guy was on Sesame Street with the I believe the tuxedo dress. He's also going to play in the Cinderella film. And because of that and what they're pushing the being gender fluid. They try to push it on to Billy D. Williams. And they're trying to push it off onto anybody that they can, especially black men. The way you have this character who is not being perceived very well in the comic book spaces. You have this guy who his twin now, again, his twin is a female, non-binary female, by the way. Instead of her having the pink, uniform, the pink hair, the pink eyes, you give this guy that. And when I looked at the video from the guy who's in charge and responsible for this, he spoke about how buff and burly he was. Yeah, he's buff and burly with pink hair, pink eyes, and looks like pink earrings. And you give the non-binary female the blue look because she's Snowflake and he's Safespace. The Safespace mean pink, being pink. Is Safespace the term? Is the term for pink? Listen, this is what social justice does. It takes something that you like and it just ruins it. It muddies it up. It ruins it to where people don't care anymore. And that's what's going to happen with this particular Marvel comic. People are not going to accept this. People aren't accepting it. They're taking this all the way wrong, and they should. This is crazy to me. I'm a fan of comic book films, like a lot of people, and I like a lot of the characters that I grew up on, whether it be on DC, whether it be Marvel. Even though I'm a bigger fan of DC than I am Marvel, I don't want to see them do things like this. I don't want to see them do things to where it's blatantly clear that it is very political. It's very political. This is unacceptable. And I think a lot of people should speak out about this. Maybe they thought that because of what's going on in the world right now, this will be the good time to unveil this. But this is something they've been working on for quite some time. You know, a lot of these people are going the social justice route, and that route is going to ruin them, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it because they are so obsessed with trying to effeminize young males to have them be, identify as gender fluid. They're already working. They got dudes in dresses and wigs, going to read to young kids, going to these kids' schools. Why is that even allowed? Why are you interrupting their education for this? Why is this being allowed? This is something that is tearing at the fabrics of our society, is this dysfunction and the degradation that is going on. When I saw this Safespace, I was disgusted. Who wants to look up to this person? Unless the only people that's going to look up to the Safespace character in this comic are people who want to wear pink too. Okay, they want to look exactly like this person. Probably want to date them. That's the only people that I can see in that situation. But these particular comic books and even Hollywood studios who are trying to go the SJW route or the feminist route, you're going to continue to take L's. Look at how many women's films have taken L's so far that you try to make masculine characters out of and put in front of male audiences as if we supposed to care. Men like their women feminine. I'm sorry. We like our women feminine. We like the damsel in distress. Women do too. That's why women don't go and support these Charlie's Angels types films either. But that's what happens when a small amount of people only know a small amount of society, you know? And also, what's crazy is that Vanessa Hudgens, I know y'all heard about this. She was on Twitter. And she had this. She made this video. It's on my Twitter timeline. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen it. And she's acting like this whole situation with this CV is no big deal. Everybody's panicking, even though I think we should all be calm. I think it is being blown completely out of proportion. I think people are going overboard on this, but I still think that we should be cautious and always be prepared no matter what. Okay, for anything. That just shows you the type of bubble these people live in. These people live in a bubble. They're not around anybody. Okay, they don't know what's going on in the world. They see everything through the lenses of their inner circles. These people don't want to have any different opinions in their groupings. You got these people who make these decisions to do things like this because they live in a bubble. They think that social media is real life, and it isn't. Just because you get a bunch of retweets and comments on Twitter whenever you make certain statements about women and supporting them and going off and bashing men, you think you're getting some brownie points. They can flip on you just as easily. It wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be that hard. Let's go to Twitter. Okay. All right. Let's see. Different joke. Everything about this is wrong. No longer going to be on board with new Warriors. Marvel Comics yet again proving they aren't that invested in meaningful characters or diversity. Diversity only means that you're female or you are switch hitters. You got to be kidding me. That is your new Warriors book. Yeah. Let's see. Yet again, the new Warriors gets the crap treatment from Marvel, and the book will get canceled. Why? What I want to know from Marvel, why are you upsetting your fan base, man? The people that you're pandering to don't buy comics. I'm sorry. They don't buy comics. They really don't. Oh my God, I'm assuming this was some kind of bad joke, and I guess it's real. The original New Warriors were too edgy for you. Ouch. Marvel is reaching levels of cringe I didn't even know were possible. I mean, yeah, look at some of these characters, man. I mean, come on, man. Seriously? Come on, man. Trailblazer. You got Trailblazer, B negative, Snowflake, and Safespace. Screen time. Who gonna buy this BS? Seriously, who gonna buy this? Are any of y'all gonna buy this? Look at this. And listen, I haven't even read New Words before, but again, the research I've done and other comics that I've looked at and read, nobody cares. Nobody cares about how inclusive you are. Inclusive people don't buy anything. They don't even go to the movies. This is either an intentional insult towards minority people or generations of non-minorities, or this is the most tone-deaf, ignorant shit I've ever seen. Yeah, man, most of these people are ethnic. Why does the big girl have to be ethnic? Why the big girl? Why the white girl ain't? Oh my God, man. Let's see. It's Marvel Comics for the last few years. They've had creators making new characters with a focus on identity politics, but said characters are often patronizing and out of touch. Marvel's New Warriors could be the next big time, maybe even bigger than the Avengers. I don't know. The problem with Marvel's New Warriors is that it screams a product manufactured to teach to reach the youth, made by a 40-year-old. What took all the okay boomer complaints and try to own that in a positive manner and felt miserable at the process? Everything sounds plastic here, plastic there. Yeah, people are not liking this. This is getting trashed everywhere. Let's see. You're bringing this back just to fit a social justice narrative no one cares about. Superheroes called Snowflake and Safespace. Seriously, I thought this was a parody. It's not. Marvel Comics is obviously trying to self-destruct. Oh, they don't care. They done made so much money over the last 5 or 6 years, 7 years. Like they don't really care what they do. They've bought 20th Century Fox. Like they're at a point where they think that they're untouchable. You know. How does this guy keep a straight face when he talks about this utterly horrendous characters? Well, that's because he truly believes it. He believes in it. There was one point when he was going to talk about the guy in this video. Let's see. He was going to talk about Trailblazer. He looked like he was about to chuckle, or like he just couldn't contain himself when he was about to speak on it. I think it's in one of these particular articles. I told you I've been doing a little research here. Is this it? No, it's okay. I'll just click on one of these particular articles. Okay. But and Safespace. Safespace. Really, bro? Let me go back here. But yeah, man, this is very interesting. Nah. But yeah, the agenda, if people want to say what a real agenda or a conspiracy theory, I don't know if it's a theory or if it's just a lot of just people who truly believe in their stupid ideology that no one else believes in except them.